We want to welcome in NBC10 political commentator Sue O'Connell back. Sue, really, since the debate and the concerns about President Biden were voiced, the White House really put him on a pretty robust schedule. We're talking, rallies, sit-down interviews with national media. This press conference tonight, how do you think this will impact the narrative around Biden that he's unfit to run?
Well, we're just going to have to wait and see, Priscilla, if the narrative gets changed. The concern really isn't so much with the scripted Joe Biden, the one who reads a teleprompter, but with the unscripted Joe Biden. And that concern isn't that he's going to make one of his famous flubs or his lifelong stutter, and he's been doing both of those things his entire life, but that he will not appear to be competent. Now, Biden has not offered a lot of opportunities to the public to be judged unscripted, and that's why tonight's press conference and Monday's interview with Lester Holt is so important.
Well, something else, Sue, that we've learned since the debate, Trump really wants his opponent to be Joe Biden. There's been plenty of reporting that the Trump campaign is now actively worried Biden will drop out. What does that say about candidate Trump that he wants to run against Biden again?
Well, part of it just is simply that the Biden-Trump matchup has been all but set for months. So changing targets for any political campaign at this point would be difficult. But Trump is not a great candidate in a general election. And say, just for argument's sake, a younger Democrat with none of the Biden baggage is the nominee. That will make Trump the old, out-of-touch candidate with tons and tons of baggage. So that's what he's concerned about.
Well, speaking of Trump, you've made this point before that this Trump campaign is operating very well. What makes this campaign different and stronger than the two he ran before?
Yeah, there's a few reasons for that. First, Trump has been really busy in the court the past few years, so he hasn't been meddling in the campaign as much as he had in prior years. And Trump has also hired actual professionals to run his campaign this time, not spotlight seekers like the last campaign. And some of those people seem more interested in leaking to the press or showboating than actually doing the work of running a campaign. And finally, look, Trump's freedom and his fortune are on the line. Those are two things very important to him. He needs to win in order to lower his chances of going to jail and to protect what's left of his fortune, right? So those are strong motivators for Trump, and it helps him to listen to his finely qualified campaign staff. And the proof is that Trump remained quiet after the debate 2 weeks ago, and that allowed the spotlight to stay on Biden. And that was not something that Trump has easily done in the past.
All right. A lot, of course, on the line this election. We look forward to tonight. Thank you, Sue, so much. And don't forget, you can catch Sue O'Connell or Matt Pritchard and Corey Smith every Sunday morning for our political show At Issue. It airs at 11:30 immediately following Meet the Press.